I neglected abs for 5 years. Years what I wish I started sooner. You've been lifting for years. You've got the arms, the chest, the shoulders. You see hot gym huzz nearby and you want to impress them with your physique. So you take your shirt off, but your stomach just exists. It's flat. There's no definition. The gym huzz aren't even impressed. In fact, they start calling you slurs. What? No! I was that guy. I lifted consistently for 5 years and I barely trained abs until 6 months ago. This is what changed. Why should you train abs? Well, just look at the guy on the right. Literally, from the picture on the left and the picture on the right, nothing changed except he has more ab definition. I don't know what the story is in between this picture. I'm just kind of speculating here. But from what I can see, the rest of his physique is exactly the same. So in between these two pictures, he got serious with his ab training. That's exactly what happened to me. In between these two pictures, literally like 6 months apart, I got serious with my ab training. Yes, there is a little caveat that I did lose around 10 to 15 pounds of fat. But even still, if I did not train abs, you would not see them at all. So whenever I first started the gym, year zero, my ab training methods, could you guess them? What do you expect? It was like 2 times a month, if that. I remember the very first time I ever hit abs, it was on that crunch machine. When I woke up the next day, it felt like I was drop kicked in the stomach by Vegeta. It did not feel good, but it's something everybody has to go through. Moving into year one, I was clueless. I became the average gym bro. I put on a little bit of muscle. I was the average gym bro who still skipped abs, and I skipped a lot of calves. As you can see, I did not get very far in ab development. It wasn't up until a few years I started training abs a little bit more consistently. This was me near my peak bulk in December 2025. I was still clueless. I was at much higher body fat percentage. I think I was at roughly around 25. I've watched tons of ab training videos at this point, and I was barely training abs. As you can see, even at 25% body fat, a little bit of ab definition, but it's nowhere near where I want it to be. Still not good enough if you want the gym huzz to rub their hands down your stomach like it's a xylophone. Whenever I took this picture and then I just looked at it, I was like, man, I'm leaving a lot of gains on the table. I need to get serious with this. So, and to the people who say abs are made in the kitchen, dude, that's not entirely true. Yes, you do need to be a lower body fat percentage to see your abs. But if you don't work out your abs, you're not going to see them at all. Think of that one skinny guy in your class, the skinny guy who does not work out. He's just skinny. Does he have abs? Kinda. You can kinda see something because he's so low in body fat. But do they look good? Probably not. They look probably pretty flat. You got to realize that abs are a muscle, and muscles do not grow without being trained. If you want to look like Ziz here, you need to train your abs. There's no way he got to the physique without training abs. Oh, but I don't want a blocky waist. Bruh, you're not gonna get there. A blocky waist does not happen unless you let it happen, or your bone structure is just like that, and that's something you can't change. It's like saying, oh, but I don't want to get too big. You're not that guy, pal. You gotta train abs so even at higher body fat percentages, they poke out and make you look less pudgy. Here was me at probably around my peak bulk, I think. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty chubby right here. But you can kind of see my abs. A little bit, yes. I need the lighting and the angles to carry me, but you can kind of see them, right? I could have made my abs look a hell of a lot better if I would have trained them consistently. And the lie I believed for years, and if you believe this lie, after I reveal what the lie is, and you still believe it, you should just click off the video and just click off the channel. That lie is the 5-minute ab videos. Those videos are such a scam. Even if it did work, I wasn't consistent enough for it anyways. This is the version of me who was looking at those 5-minute ab videos. I was around in 8th grade at that point, and I was looking at these videos. I was searching about quiet ab routines so I could get abs at home without anybody knowing. But I never did them. I would do them once every few months, and guess what? It was more than 5 minutes, and I never got abs. You need to realize that you can't get abs in 5 minutes. It's a hell of a lot longer. You have to stay consistent. It's like training biceps for 5 minutes, bicep routine in 5 minutes. Dude, you're not gonna get big biceps by just training for 5 minutes and then letting go. You have to train it consistently. Abs are a muscle. You have to train it consistently. And here are the best exercises for abs, simplified for you, bro. It's years of knowledge, 5 years of knowledge boiled into a couple of minutes. Trust me, these are the best ab exercises. If anyone says otherwise, you're wrong. The first thing that you need to do is to buy one of these things right here. One of these things, when you go to sleep, just put them on and it's gonna vibrate your abs. I'm just kidding. If you got excited by the fact that I almost told you to buy one of these pieces of shit, you need to understand. I'm saying it again, understand. Abs aren't made unless you work them out. You have to work them out. This is exactly what you need to do. By the way, I'll tell you the amount of sets, reps, and frequency of all these ab exercises in just a few minutes. It's gonna be in a super easy screenshotable table. But for now, I'm just gonna tell you which exercises to do. The first ab exercise is the cable crunch. I love the cable crunch. It's probably my favorite ab exercise. The very first time I did cable crunch was around a year and a half ago. Dude, it felt like Vegeta drop kicked me in the stomach. The reason I love cable crunches so much is because the progression is just so easy. You increase the amount of weight, or you can increase the amount of reps, or you can increase the amount of intensity. Just do one and you're going to progress. The biggest tip I have for you is whenever you do this exercise, think of this as your spine. Right here's your hip, right here's your head. You want to do spinal flexion. And what I mean by spinal flexion is whenever you do one of these reps, don't just pivot at your hip. Act like you're trying to touch your chest to act like you're trying to suck your own dick. You want to compress your spine. Your spine needs to bend. Otherwise, your abs will not move. Imagine this is your abs. Your abs don't flex whenever you just pivot at your hips. They stay the same. It's just an isometric hold throughout the whole range of motion. Your abs need to compress in order to get hit effectively. And this goes for every single ab crunch variation. And just a quick thing, if you're one of those people who says, oh, my knees hurt, dude, just get a pad, get one of those like soft yoga mat thingies, put it under your knees, or just thug it out. Trust me, if you thug it out for a week, you'll be fine and you're gonna get used to it. The next ab exercise is the leg raises. And just going back to this like dildo example, whenever you flex your abs on cable crunch, imagine this is your imagine this is your spine and you're flexing your abs on cable crunch. As you can see, your upper abs, they crunch. They move, but your lower abs are relatively constant. That's why you need leg raises. Leg raises, you do the opposite. You want to get your dick to your mouth. So you want to crunch your lower spine, and the upper spine is going to stay relatively constant, but your lower spine is going to move. Thus, your lower abs are going to be working a hell of a lot harder. And that's what you want. Lower abs are also the most stubborn abs to grow. And also, if you're on a cut, your lower abs are the last abs to show before you get the full six pack. So you need to hit leg raises so you can see your abs quicker at higher percentage body fat. For the progression on this progressive overload, you could add weight to this exercise by placing a dumbbell in between your feet and just doing it that way. Do not use momentum on this. Another progression that you can do is the laying down version. I think this is called a candlestick. This is a hell of a lot harder than the regular leg raise. If you can't do 20 reps of the regular captain's chair leg raises in a row, then I wouldn't even bother with the candlestick version. The third ab exercise, probably the one that makes me want to kill myself the most, the decline crunch. This is honestly, this isn't too different to the cable crunch, so you could toss this one out, but I like having it because it just feels like hell. Same principle of spinal flexion involves. When you're laying down, you want to crunch your spine. In this picture right here, this is the whole range of motion. As you can see, the guy literally just gets his upper back off of the pad. That's all you need to do. That's all you need for spinal flexion, because that's all you can do. That's the only range of motion you have. If you're going like this, that's not abs, dude. You're not hitting abs. You want to crunch your spine up. And for the progression on this, if you could do 20 reps in a row, just regular body weight, go ahead and just grab a dumbbell, put it on your neck, and then do the same thing. Crunch your abs. And the fourth ab exercise is one that I just added a few weeks ago. That is the weighted side bend. This is for your obliques. If you want good looking abs, you need to hit obliques. So many people say don't hit your obliques because that's the muscle that's going to give you a blocky waist. Don't listen to those guys. You need to hit your obliques because your obliques give the illusion that you're leaner than you actually are. And again, because I just added this around a month ago, I don't have many practical tips on how to do this exercise. For this, I found that you need to really think about the oblique that is crunching. And here it is, what I actually do for abs. My ab training routine. One thing to note that I did not say earlier in the video, it is in the table, but I'm gonna say it out loud so you really hear it and understand. Every day I'm in the gym, I'll hit abs. If it's a rest day, I won't hit abs, but every day I'm in the gym, I hit abs. I put on one of these exercises at the very end of my workout, and then the next day I'll do another one. The next day I'll do another one. That's exactly what you wanna do. You wanna hit abs every day you're in the gym. Just do 3 sets. That's all you need to do. 5 minutes at the end of your workout. Hit some abs, get looking good. And some action steps for you at the end of your next workout. All you need to do to get started is 3 sets of cable crunch. And remember, you need to be consistent. If you're not consistent in your ab training, you're not going to grow. And again, you need to understand that you don't need to wait to be leaner before hitting abs. There's no rule that says be leaner before hitting abs. That just doesn't make any sense. You don't gain anything by waiting. It's like saying, I'm gonna wait to train arms before I'm leaner so my arms could look bigger. Dude, that doesn't even make any sense. You don't gain anything from that, but you do gain something by subscribing. If you learned something new, just let me know down in the comments. What did you learn? If you did not agree with something, let me know down in the comments. Why don't you agree with it? And if you want to hear even more advice from me tailored to you, the top link in the description is a one-on-one coaching call. It's super cheap, and I'm gonna give you insane ball knowledge. I promise. You know what to do. Get up and get after it.